Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. It is January the 9th, and we're looking at some fairly quiet weather for a few days and a bit of a warm up, too. In fact, I see two big warm ups coming over the next week to 10 days. I'll show you that in the model blender coming up. This morning, we got a few clouds to the east and some clearing back to the west. Now, I know that it's hard to detect here, but on the satellite view, it's almost like east, a little bit east of I-65. All of this is clouds. But back here where this center of high pressure is, all of this is mainly clear. And so we have some fog that's back into parts of western Kentucky. So west of Bowling Green, where the skies have cleared, there you see the land between the lakes right there. You see the Ohio River meeting up with the Mississippi River in western Kentucky. That's where we're seeing some fog this morning because you get this kind of wet, damp ground that's been cooled, and then you get slightly warmer air coming up over the top of it, and the sky's clear, and you get this inversion, we call it. It's just some fog. So be careful if you're going back into western Kentucky. That's where we're seeing some patchy dense fog this morning. Not everybody's got it, but the cloud cover to the east of 65 this morning is keeping us without the fog so far. But as skies clear this morning, we could see a little bit of that fog coming in. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. The bigger deal is we see a return to sunshine today after yesterday and the day before with the drizzle and the cloud cover. Yesterday was just kind of just not a miserable day, but it was just a cloudy day. And we did have those sprinkles. We ended up at 50 for a high temperature yesterday, which was 4 degrees warmer than the average of 46. And here's a look at that model blender this morning. As you can see, we've got two distinct areas of warmer air coming in. One is going to be in the Wednesday to Thursday time period, and then we take a big plunge by Friday. We only get up, look at that, upper 30s to near 40. That's going to be a chilly, raw day with winds. And then we see another cool down with a gradual warm back up to near 60 by the middle of next week. So we've got these two distinct areas of warmer air coming in the next 10 days. The concern on Thursday into Friday is how much that temperature swing is going to play a role in stormy weather. As you well know, this time of the year, when we go from those kind of temperature extremes, we usually find a cold front that's going to bring us some stronger thunderstorms. It is a possibility, but right now, not going to get too off on that track just yet until our confidence grows a little more or lessens. I mean, it is a fairly good system coming in for Thursday into Friday, but the quickness of it, maybe it won't bring us that much in the way of very heavy rain or strong storms, but that temperature swing. Now, if this were closer to 70, maybe I would be a little bit more concerned to go from, 70 to, let's say, 40. Well, that's a 30 degree difference. It's pretty close to that already, but uh, that would raise a bigger red flag. But right now, this is the time to watch for something there. And then after that, it looks like we're going to warm up and stay warm for a while as we get into the middle of January. That sounds weird. Middle of January. How can that be already? Well, almost. Here it is, the ninth day already of January. So, boy, it's moving along fast, isn't it? Too fast. All right, let's take a look at some of the temperatures this morning from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. And we are starting out with some 20s and 30s statewide. So you'll find most likely some frost on your windshield as you head out this morning, colder to the west. Again, this is where the skies have cleared back into western Kentucky and where you see the blanket of clouds, or you saw that on the satellite. Well, temperatures are warmer in the mid to upper 30s. So you don't have to worry about fog over here, but where you've got the skies clear and the temperatures have dropped, well, that's a perfect setup for some fog. Here, we're kind of in the middle, upper 20s to low 30s across southern Kentucky. So, yeah, maybe some fog this morning before sunrise. All right, let's take a look at some of the maps here. We'll do future temperatures and see what uh, warmer times are in store for us, because it will get warmer as we go through time. Maybe not so much today, but it will get warmer. And I know some of you, like me, are getting these pressure, sinus, headache kind of things. Um, and I can tell you it's just because of we get pressure changes, we get temperature changes, we go up, we go down. There's no consistency, but yeah, that's pretty typical for this time of the year. We'll go upper 40s to near 50. 50 was the high, as I mentioned yesterday officially. That was 4 degrees warmer than the average of 46. So we were close. As I mentioned a few days ago, we were going to stay more closer to the average high temperature for this time of the year. And so far, we've been pretty much there. And we'll do that again today. Tonight, we'll drop back down into the, let's say, mid 30s, 34, 35, colder to the east. And that's because we will have some cloud cover approaching from our west. So it's almost a flip flop of this morning. This morning, clouds have left the western part of the state, so skies have cleared. That's where we're colder. Tonight, the clouds will have moved away from eastern Kentucky, and notice they are a few degrees colder. We will be warmer because clouds will move in, and that will act as a blanket. Therefore, we don't lose as much heat from the day, and so we'll stay a few degrees warmer. But as we get into Tuesday, the sunshine will come back, and look at this nice warm up. Now, this says 52, but the models are trending actually a little bit warmer with this. A few of the models are having trouble timing out the departing clouds from overnight. Then we bring back the sunshine. We have a south to southwest wind flow. I think that's going to help us warm even warmer than what it shows here. The blend is showing 52, but I think we'll go 55, 56, 57 in that general area. So tomorrow will be a lot milder with the sunshine than it's going to be today with the sunshine. If you understand that, then good. It's just one of those things with a stable air mass. You get a lot of things in play here. But the good news is, if you're tired of the chilly weather, we are going to warm things up a couple of times, as you saw in the 10-day blender. Okay, here's a look at the maps. No precipitation anytime soon. The next chance that we're going to see is going to start late Wednesday night into Thursday. So let's start the maps here. We go from right now, high pressure in control, to this afternoon, this evening. Not much change. All the nasty weather's back west, and we're talking some really nasty weather. Look at this. Here's just a comparison. Look at these series of low pressure systems. You got in millibars, you've got like 10, 16. Uh, let's see here, 1008, blah, blah. But look at this one coming in off the coast of Washington. The pressure is at 978. I started to say 980, but it's 978. That is a monster low pressure system. I mean, powerful. The folks here in the West Coast, California, pretty much inundated with rain, heavy rain. Then you get higher elevation mix and snows. This is going to be a big, big system for the West for much of this week. Flooding already occurring in parts of California. They're just not used to this. Now, you're going to hear the governor over there and everybody, that's global warming, climate change, blah, blah, blah. Well, really, the climate changed. Okay, it always changes. Come on. This has happened before. It's one of those things that's going to happen again. They're going to have to deal with it. Nobody wants to, but it's part of weather. It's part of climate. It's happened before. It's happening again, but you'll hear them going, we've never seen anything like this. Okay, well, maybe you haven't, but others have sometime in the past. Okay. But anyway, Tuesday afternoon. No, this is Monday night into Tuesday, into Wednesday. Here we go, approaching the warm front, and look at that big storm now in the desert Southwest and parts of the Rockies. So here we go, Wednesday in the afternoon, late afternoon and evening, the warm front approaches with the much warmer air, and we start to get some rain. But by the time this low pressure system gets here, it will have weakened a bit. Notice it's at 1008 instead of 978. That's a big difference. So this low is going to be a lot weaker by the time it gets here, but it will have enough punch for rain, for thunderstorms, maybe some severe weather to the south of us, but the severe weather threat doesn't look quite as punchy as it did before. Okay. When we looked at this yesterday and on Saturday. Here's Friday, some leftover wraparound showers and gusts of wind. We cool back down. Parts of eastern Kentucky may see some snowflakes out of this, but I know there's already rumor out there we're going to get snow and all of that. No, not with this. Here's coming Sunday. High pressure takes back over, and we start that whole process again, going from cooler to gradually warmer into the middle of next week, and we go right back into the 60s. So we take a hit on Wednesday night, Thursday into Friday. That system moves on. We cool back down, and then we're going to warm right back up again into the 60s by the middle of next week. I still don't see anything that's like raises a red flag. At first, the severe weather threat looked like it could be something. Right now, it's very conditional. Let's give it another day to bake in the oven and see what happens there. Then, we'll still have plenty of time to give everybody heads up if we see something, actually severe coming our direction. In the meantime, it's just going to be some rain by that time period. All right, getting ready to head to the radio station here just about 5 a.m. on a Monday morning. Sam 100.7 on your radio. Be headed there in just a little bit. In the meantime, thank you for watching as always and for listening to me on the morning show on the radio at Sam. Have a great day. God bless you. And I'll see you on the radio.